do?
It depends on what side I'm starting on. If I'm a CT, I want to go knife mid because then I can utilize cat in order to get a little bit of height advantage. If I'm
Mm.
T, I want to go long because then I deny the CTs that height advantage. But I mean, knifing over by T spawn also good. Quick exchange. Those FlyQuest Red taking the advantage. Now 2 versus 1. Everybody one right click away from dead, and it will be Vanessa with 3 kills to win it for FlyQuest Red.
Beautiful work. And it looks like, huh. There we go. We have an extra player now for Shadow Wizard. Who did we take out from last game? Oh, Jenny. Oh, that's the coach slot, I see. So Jenny does not seem to be... Okay, sorry, we're getting correction. So Jenny was not in this matchup. Jonesy is coming back in. We're getting the Fortnite guy. I don't know how I feel about that because I think Jenny was a very big anchor for map 2.
Yeah. Jenny was opening up so many rounds for Shadow Wizard and not having them like the tip of the spear or the closer for it's all over and really keeping FlyQuest right on their toes and to not have
Very
them going to
flexible.
map number 3. I mean, I guess it must be bedtime. I mean, it's
They
getting
got school
into 10
tomorrow.
o'clock here in Central Time.
And they have a math test tomorrow.
Okay, that was a joke that I was talking about with my fiance walking home yesterday. It's like, yeah, you know, we're here, it's 10 o'clock, and you hear about a team that can't make it to land because my mom won't sign the field trip form.
Aww.
Field quest.
Field quest.
Look, my brain is
The
going
mom's a
all sorts of
FlyQuest.
ways. Yes.
That'd be cool. We should have a FlyQuest mom team.
Oh, did you hear? It was like a year or last year. There was a team of like 70-year-olds that made playoffs in IM.
Not every mother is 70 years old, but that is really cool.
True.
The best mothers are 70 years old.
I don't even know
Shadow
what to
Wizard.
say to that. I
I was hoping your reaction would be either super quiet or super like, what the hell?
I don't know what to say to that. It's like you said there. FlyQuest Red just completely
I'm
stumped
crying.
Shadow Wizard, and it's just Jonesy left standing on the T side. Has the bomb, is on site, should be able to get that down with the smoke on double doors. But the question is whether you can hold this. There are 2 players low on HP, Vanessa being one of them, but Marie with the trade will bring this one to a 1-0 scoreline.
Great work from Shadow Wizard early on. Jones, oh, I'm sorry, for FlyQuest, the names are reversed, question mark? Regardless, though, Jonesy was a monster. An absolute monster in the server, at least early on. His aim has looked great. He's the only player on Shadow Wizard, maybe because he's fresh coming into this and not having played the first 2 maps in a double OT, to get kills.
That's got to feel good. I mean, this is a force buy. They got the bomb down, so Shadow Wizard do have that option to try and keep the train rolling, keep the Glock train going. Now they've got Galils and Mac 10s, and it's going to be a challenge at long. This didn't work on the pistol round. Will it work any better? They're going to emerge through the smoke, but with the flashes, it works out. A 2-for-1 trade. But Emmy behind this. Wait, there's still something. They line up,
Monstrous.
but they're able to push her back.
Pushing her back, and I don't see any utility in retaliation from the FlyQuest camp. It's going to be Smokes instead, rushing through. Trades available. Drush. What's Drush going to do? Straight through the smoke. Aiming for Catwalk. He's aiming at the wrong cat. The cat's meow was down below. It's Vanessa. Giving a good old FlyQuest hello.
Very
Making
dangerous.
sure that her presence is very known, but Jonesy's the last one left. He's the unknown variable in this equation. We know by now how Shadow Wizard likes to work. But everybody else, I don't know how Jonesy wants to operate, but he just walks right into death.
Beyond just runs him right down. So that could have been heartbreaking for Drush to FlyQuest Red. it was a risky gambit. You've got the smoke there. You think someone's going to be on the other side because you've had a player that's just sitting right there, but none of the shots connect. As soon as you go for the reload, that's the go button, and the FAMAS emerges. I mean, hey, there's a scout headshot that too. Sure, why not? Still a little bit of money on the side of Shadow Wizard. Interestingly enough, they've got Mac 10s and a Galil.
I was gone. Emmy immediately sidetracks to the AWP. I don't blame her. She has been incredible on that weapon this entire series, as she usually is. Goose Beater's taking a wealth of damage. Really, it's just a touch and go of things to go from Shadow Wizard's side. They're poking and prodding on each extremity and looking for any way to gain distance, but one by one, bodies are falling, and they haven't been able to really make a dent at all in this defense.
Yeah, FlyQuest Red have really put their foot down on the defense. That looked like a tag. Well, the second shot comes through to finish the job, and now Soap all alone. Man, all I can think is from the first game is Soap cleans up, but that...
That's all chat was saying for a good 20 minutes.
So Soap gets his clocks cleaned. How about that?
Ooh. 3-0 now.
Yeah, the CT side looking quite good.
Yeah, at this point, it's kind of hard to comment on Shadow Wizard. I'm really curious to see, once their economy gets going, what they're expecting to do. Again, their biggest strengths haven't changed since map 1, and with Jonesy in the mix, he's really the player to look out for.
Player to look out for, but just more food for Goose Breeder. Just a double spray down over by B. Sends Shadow Wizard scampering to the other side of the map. Although the cat's been fairly open for them, but they're going to find that the site is not going to be taken for free. Pistols, they're doing damage, but they're not finishing anything. So it is a full 5 players surviving for FlyQuest Red, getting off to a healthy lead here.
To be fair, this is pretty much how Overpass started too.
Yeah, it is. And okay, Overpass though, CT sided. You can get away with 3 or 4 or 5 on your T side. Dust2, I would call a T-sided map these days. Just going back to how I started to talk about it early on, is you do have a lot of options if you are willing to take a slow and patient tactic. You can get that opening, and the map is so big that it's so difficult to play for trades on your CT side, where if you don't get the opening, the map gets a lot more difficult. The rotations are more difficult, and Shadow Wizard haven't had that opportunity just yet. This is the first time that we've actually had a full buy from both sides. There's the opening. Jonesy over by Cat. Sidelines Goose Breeder.
Gonna hit the Orange Justice and emote on Goose Breeder. Flash on.
This is Fortnite.
Catwalk. I feel like this hold at the very end, though. It's Noah with the AWP waiting outside double doors. Ace there's the anti-lurk. Call's been made to rotate back over to B site, despite getting the opening pick on A. Mid still being held, though, for the crossover. A matter of opening up the site. 36 seconds left. Definitely a possibility. BB Han jump peeking around, looking for that opening pressure, but unfortunately chooses the wrong moment, not the jump peek. Smoke into a molly. Big distraction factor. Vanessa shuts down Topher.
FlyQuest have played this to a T. They've used the utility to keep Shadow Wizard guessing the whole time. Shadow Wizard thought they had the answer. They had that opening kill. Emmy, you're going to be walking past an AK there. So a little bit of trigger discipline, but Vanessa sprays through 2, and now it's just Soap. She's got the USP out, down to the 1 versus 1, but Marie here on site as well, not even needed, down to time. Is Soap going to die after time? No. But at the same time, hey, that's 5-0. That is a no money round because FlyQuest Red won it in overtime, or won it via time.
such a tough call here. The Shadow Wizard's not a team that plays slow. And like you mentioned, that last round, the mid round was incredibly slow. It was a snail's pace. And I like the pincer maneuver bringing things to B main for the exec, but FlyQuest, again, their biggest strength has been these early round CT reads. They know exactly where each player is going to end up for these executes. Emmy shuts down Soap. Jonesy's there for the trade. But even then, if Emmy could just land this next shot, there it is. The distance that was created has just been lost.
How much time were they spending staring at each other full white on the flash before the shot finally came out there? Like, I have a feeling if we weren't watching from a first-person point of view, that would have looked silly. But, yeah, we're kind of rehashing the last round here, where Shadow Wizard, they get red early on. They even had the opening on the last round, but it didn't help them, as FlyQuest Red didn't offer up a lot of opportunities. This time, though, they're offering up the fights, and they're winning them handily. It's Topher now, and Marie just waiting.
Marie's going full Annie Oakley on everybody. Shadow Wizard Money Gang just cannot get anything going. Good lord. I think Marie got 3 one-taps in a row. Not a single spare bullet hit a wall.
We're making up for lost time. We got double overtime. Now we're going to start with 6-0. And with the weapons on Shadow Wizard, it's going to be a difficult round for them to convert. It looks like... Okay, I was about to say, there's not going to be a fast play over toward B, but no, there's actually going to be players all over the place to start this one off.
I saw exactly what you were seeing, my friend. I thought for sure this would be another quick pincer maneuver without the lack of mid. Not the case, though. Early util dump and double doors. Marie may be able to have a field day, but Drush, his aim has been so good this series. Waiting out the smoke, playing around this flash, looks for the entry, spray down, Marie again! 3 in a row, has been unstoppable, bomb is in her possession. And yes, it's a save round, but it's a very important one at that. Goose Breeder's there for the snipe.
She's being a nightmare.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Nightmare for Shadow Wizard. Yeah, I mean, look, the flash went a little bit too far. They weren't expecting Marie to be pushed up next to Blue, and it just gave her so much time to spray through them because they were emerging from the double doors with their backs turned. So we'll spray down full auto and 7-0 scoreline. If this keeps going, I'm not going to say we're going to get a 12-0, but this is FlyQuest Red just speedrunning Dust2.
I mean, look, I don't want to rehash Overpass again either, because Topher was in the same spot too. He ended the first half around 0-8. He woke up on CT's side, ended the game 20-20. He just needs to activate. Oh, there's a player in pit. No one's aware. Marie somehow gets a bye with the skin of her teeth, and she's not even knowing it. Jonesy falls. BB Han's gone. But honestly, all eyes need to be on Marie here. She is 11-2.
She is electric. Another kill for her, but she does get traded out. Now the op of Emmy, able to avenge her teammate, take the player advantage back in the side of FlyQuest Red. And I think that dropped the bomb over by double doors as well. So now Soap and Topher, now they've got to recover it. And look at how far away Soap is.
Soap is going for the lurk of a lifetime, and when you're 2.5 maps in, you know full well this is the lurking guy.
It sure is the lurking guy. I mean, we've got enough time to talk about it because he's going to take a long time before he meets any FlyQuest Red players at this point.
Round 1 of Mirage.
Around the world, baby.
Nelly Bly style.
I feel like I kind of want to let this speak for itself. It's so quiet. You finally get shots out. He realizes, okay, I'm not going to win this round, so this is a second round that's going to get down to time.
At this point, if Shadow Wizard, no coach in their lobby as far as I'm aware, wanted to go for a timeout, I would have done it a while ago, but this would desperately be the round.
Okay.
And it's also It's also hard to go for a timeout when a lot of your win con is just losing duels. You have Topher that's 0-8, Noah's 1-8 as well. Drush and Soap aren't that far behind. Jonesy's the best right now, 5-8. You really can't call off a timeout and be like, shoot better. It's mostly just like not converting 1v1s.
Shoot better. That's just everyone's advice in solo queue. But you're dying and you're not getting kills. Well, just go get kills. I don't know what you're doing. Nope, following the advice, but Emmy punishes him for it.
Much closer round than others we've seen. At least now there's only 2 players left alive. Vanessa in the 1v1 against the new player on the block, Jonesy.
Well, putting down the smoke for the cross, looking to try and make his... Honestly, he's got enough time that he could go either direction. And he's got a minute as well, so he's like, all right, are we going to get lurked on? What's going on?
Just holding this position. Expecting the full rotate lurk. Jonesy's coming into this with a fresh set of eyes, has not been aware about the micro intrinsicness of the players of FlyQuest. Vanessa has this angle. Smoke grenade out will confirm the presence of Jonesy directly on side. Pre-fire from Vanessa. No, she masks her presence still.
Oh, this is so filthy.
Oh, the shots.
Oh, the shots. They don't connect, but the second burst does. And that's going to be enough. FlyQuest red.
Fantastic work. 9-0. And I think you're right. This might be a speed run make up for lost time on overpass.
I can't. I have nothing to say. I'm just stunned at how well this is being played by FlyQuest red. Like, for Shadow Wizard, there was a lot that they had to claw back on overpass. And, man, I wonder how this would go if they hadn't had to switch out, a player. Oh. Off opening.
I can imagine. Okay. Oh, what? What?
We do have a double op setup.
Dissolving.
I think the Shadow Wizards are out of mana.
They're getting nano snapped. What's your favorite wizard?
The one from Gauntlet, because there's the dude that goes, "Blue wizard needs food badly," and I really identify with that.
What's Gauntlet?
Right, I forgot. It's from a thing before your time called an arcade.
An arcade. Oh, Grandpa, please tell me more about this arcade.
So people used to use quarters for things because quarters used to be an amount of money that could buy things.
I have a question.
Yes?
Did they use quarters to play the Counter-Strike at the arcade?
No, Counter-Strike wasn't in arcades. But you know a game that was in arcades was a game called Time Crisis. And you go to the arcade, and Time Crisis was great because you had a foot pedal where there were a lot of games that had something called a light gun, where you'd point the gun at the screen, and pull the trigger, and then then it would make the bullets appear on screen. And if you shot away from the screen, then it would reload. But Time Crisis was different. I feel like we could talk about this game, but like Vanessa with a 4K doesn't even feel like
it's a Time Crisis for Shadow Wizard.
It's yeah,
So, I have another question. How many quarters does Shadow Wizard need to get back into this?
So here's the thing. So going back to Gauntlet, your health would constantly deplete over time, try and get you to pay more quarters, because paying extra money in would give you more health. So in this situation, this isn't just your health depleting over time. This is the game coming in and just smacking you around a bunch. And if I saw this happening in my game, I'd just be like, all right, I'm going to go play something else. Oh, our Shadow Wizard going to get one on their T side, though. 2 versus 2. Horse Girl sidelines Noah in response to Goose Breeder. Op shot, tags Marie. 25 seconds. Beyond, making her way on into the B-bomb site. Jonesy not expected over by the door side of this one. Does get the kill. It's a 1 versus 1. Nade to try and catch Marie. Only chips her away. 10 seconds. Try and clean this one up. But Jonesy will take 1 for the Shadow Wizard Money Gang at the last possible second.
So now, where have we seen this 1-11 split before? That
Well, let me
ended up
tell you
having the
about-
one team win.
Aurora and Mongols.
Oh, please, Grandpa, tell me more.
Well, this isn't even a grandpa thing. This was like a month ago. Man.
No, please continue.
You keep calling me grandpa, and I thought it was funny until I didn't.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Ripe old age of 23, huh?
I'm
telling you.
All right, B-bomb site under attack from FlyQuest Red. Good defense out of Shadow Wizard, but not enough to keep these pistols back. And now with the double doors smoked off, Noah trying to sneak on in, but the car player BB able to drop him. Vanessa looking for more. Clotheslines Jonesy. It's just Soap remaining. 1 versus 2. Bomb going to be planted behind boxes. Not a whole lot of options here. Soap peeking on over, looking for the players around window. Spots the player that planted the bomb, but now that gives his own position away, and that's a 2 versus 1 to challenge with Vanessa here to slap him down.
Right, once again from FlyQuest. One more round, they can close out this series. Certainly not the same scoreline as it was back on Overpass. This is a dominant showcase from FlyQuest. And it just goes to show how great the valuable data will be from the Overpass game in future matches, too. It's not a map that they play too often, but the ones that FlyQuest have shown a lot of appearances on, you can definitely tell they're well practiced.
Yeah, they've spent a lot of time on Dust2. I think before outside of Mirage, I think it was one of their main map picks. Gopher, flash in his face, but he's still good for 2. Marie able to get the trade and double up for herself, but it's still a 2 versus 3. And I mean, Shadow Wizard have to go for this, right? Soap, first
Surely.
one in. Tip of the spear with the Deagle, looking for the 1. Deags might just have it. Vanessa looking the other direction. Horse Girl Marie able to get the trade. There goes the Molotov onto the feet. And Drush will keep us going for 1 more round at least.
So surely now, this is the beginning of the clawback arc for Shadow Wizard Money Gang. They've doubled their rounds now. Can they get 1 more? You said it was a T-sided map, generally. But if Shadow Wizard Money Gang keep getting really nice retakes, this could be flipped up.
Yeah, we're totally going to overtime here, right? Shadow Wizard going to take the next 10 rounds, and then we're going to go to overtime, and it's going to be great.
I like that prediction.
Yeah. But first, we have a
We
tech
get the
pause.
Atmore. Ah, yes, of course.
Like, first, let me take a selfie.
Yeah, go for it.
No one's going to see it, though.
Oh, can I see it?
I wasn't actually. I was just referencing the song. I thought it was funny.
Oh, see, I thought it was a reference, but I didn't. I wasn't sure. See, that wasn't me this time. That was the voice of God telling us. that
It's
I'm too
okay.
young.
You still haven't done the thing that I had happen while I was casting a different game, where I mentioned a song, and then my co-caster was like, yeah, I remember I heard my dad listen to that music, and I just died. Oh my gosh. No time to think, though. Look at this push onto the B-bomb site. Marie out in front. Fire fought. Rush with the trade. So there's still a chance here. 4 versus 4. There's rifles out for all of the Shadow Wizard players. And only a couple of Tech 9s on FlyQuest Red. This would be the round to end it all. This awkward half by Emmy outside of the smoke. Drops Drush. Trade out of Noah. No player of Soap looking to clean things up here, but does get pushed back. I think it's going to be Emmy all the way. There it is, a double kill with 1 for Vanessa, 13-2. FlyQuest Red.
What a great way of closing it out. Definitely a different story from how Overpass played out, but I gotta say, just as entertaining as it was on all three maps, I really liked watching both these teams played out, and already it was a 3-1 scoreline in ESEA Advanced Season 55 coming into this today. Now we get to see FlyQuest Red look even better with a 4-1 scoreline.
Yeah, really proving, continuing to improve the record, continuing to push toward playoffs, which this season is crazy just because FlyQuest Red have 2 games tomorrow and 1 game Wednesday. So we're getting ever closer to those playoffs. Those playoffs start Saturday, right? We're almost there. It's before you know it, the season's going to be over. But, you know, great season so far from FlyQuest Red, and really looking forward to seeing how it finishes. I, yeah, that game was that was something.